Education being free, yes. Higher education being free, yes. Student debt being wiped clean from the ledger, obviously. Academia being decolonialized to whatever extent is possible, please fucking God, right? The sooner we can separate academic performance from access to financial aid, I swear to God, you will see student academic performance skyrocket, see better research, whether it be qualitative or quantitative. You will have papers written and executed at the highest level. You will have narratives and stories being told that would otherwise not have revealed themselves if it weren't from being free from the pressure of maintaining a certain grade point average, lest you not get your student aid refund, meaning you may not eat or be able to pay rent. I've had my financial aid suspended twice in the past 4 years due to mental health, and you can't get financial aid unless you correct your GPA. So if you don't have the money to pay out of pocket to correct that GPA, you're up shit's creek. Yes, you can appeal. Yes, that's a whole nother nightmare in and of itself, and there are no guarantees. It's like you have to have credit to get credit. It's this circular nightmare. Obviously, dismantling capitalism would do away with this framework of academic performance being tied to financial aid. We wouldn't need financial aid in the first place, right? If I had a magic wand right now, it would be to make sure that every college student, whether they are an undergrad or they are doing postdoctoral work, that you have access to financial aid, guaranteed financial aid, whether you have a 1.0 or a 4.0. The work that I am producing and the work that I have produced in the past, and under the pressure of knowing that if I don't write this and turn it in on time, I may not eat next month. I may not pay, I'm already not paying rent, but like I could be on the street, unemployed, and you are reliant on financial aid. That means you have to perform, which for people that are struggling with mental health, with people that are struggling with reconciling the fact that they have to do all of this, they have to exist in this absurd reality, whilst Jennifer O's side is engaged in her exploits across the world, and we're supposed to just... The taxation on my nervous system just from academia alone, it's just so not worth it. And I am somebody that has chosen to get degrees in things that are not necessarily ever going to result in a job, let alone a high-paying one. And that's fine. I am an avid believer in learning to learn, going to school for the sake of learning for learning's sake. Always been in sales, and so I've had the up until COVID, I've had the privilege of being able to study what I want, what I'm passionate about, knowing that it may or may not open a door in the future and still make a living. That's no longer the case. And the fact that we have to cope and still perform under these circumstances is untenable. And these academic institutions don't realize / don't care that the performance that they are getting, the research and the writing and the knowledge and wisdom that we are creating is like exponentially less than what it would be if we had any type of support, if we had any type of grace and latitude around deadlines. Academia is a scourge. It's, as a white person, I'm experiencing it in my own way, and clearly, people with disabilities, people with Black and brown bodies, and other marginalized identities have been dealing with this, since Jump Street. I'm studying something I am so deeply passionate about, but there is, my depression aside, Jennifer Oside's exploits aside, there is no longer any dopamine. There is no longer any reward from the thing that I am most passionate about, because it is tied to whether or not I eat and whether or not I have a roof over my head.